Hello, students. Now we move forward towards our topic, and that is active and passive voice. Students, in my previous video, I have discussed about the meaning of the word, the definition of the terms, and some short tricks related to the given topic. Now we will start to understand the rules or the laws which we follow while transforming an active to passive or passive to an active. So before we start the important rules, let us know the fundamental rules for transforming active to passive. Fundamental because these four laws should always be keep in our mind while doing transformation of active to passive. Okay, and it is applicable in every ways. There is no any exception where we can ignore these rules. That's why it is called fundamental rules. And the number one is never change the meaning of the sentence. Students, this is the fundamental rule of transformation which you have to read in your syllabus, that the rule is the never change the meaning of the sentence. Whenever you are transforming active to passive, you should keep in mind that you are not allowed to change the meaning of the active voice sentence into passive. Okay, so and this is the first rule, and it is the reason behind all the rules. Okay, if we are allowed to be free to change the meaning, then we don't need any other rules. Okay, that that's why it is the first rule of transformation, and we should always keep in mind, never change the meaning of the sentence. Number 2, maintain the tense of the sentence. As you see, the first rule is also provoking the second rule. If suppose if you are going to change the tense of the sentence, for instance, any sentence is in simple present tense, and while making it passive you change it into simple past tense, then the all meaning of the sentence will be changed. That's why the second rule is also fundamental rule is also important. Maintain the tense of the sentence, and while transforming, to maintain the tense you have to add appropriate auxiliaries. Okay, so that you can maintain the tense of the sentence. If the sentence is in simple present tense, use is mr auxiliary to keep it in simple present tense, and similarly if it is in past tense, then use was were, as well as in future tense, simple future tense, use will shall, and so on, which we will understand later in this period, in this session. Number 3 rule is, and it is very much important, number 3 rule is very much important for you, that is use v3 past participle form of verb in passive. That means in passive form, um, in the passive form sentence you have to use you have to change the verb into its third form. Whatever it is in active voice, whatever the form of the verb is in active voice, um, it doesn't be it cannot be followed in passive form. Okay, in passive form there must be a third form of verb, and it is very important for you. If you have changed all the sentences from active to passive correctly, but you have not put their third form of verb, your answer will be wrong. You will not get marks for that question. So uh, from this way you can understand it is very important rule. Number 4 is never ignore the preposition in the sentence, whether it's given or hidden. We will discuss about this rule while with examples later. Okay, but first of here you can understand that you if there is any preposition is given in the active voice sentence, or there is any prepositional verb is used, then you have to use that preposition into passive form always. Okay, it is necessary, otherwise again the meaning will be changed. Okay, now there is some rules given here which we primarily know uh, for changing active voice into passive. And first of all, and that is identify the subject, verb and object. I hope you can easily identify these parts of the sentence easily, because each sentence carries any subject or verb and object. Okay, then change the object into subject and subject into object. So while changing active to passive, whatever the word is at the place of subject in active voice will go at the place of object in passive form generally, but not all the time. Okay, so remember it. We uh, replace the subject of the active voice with the object of passive voice. Okay, but it generally happens, not in all cases. Number 3 is put the suitable helping verb or auxiliary verb. In case helping verb is given, use the same, but not note that the helping verb given agrees with the object. And here, as I told you about maintaining the tense, and that is here also given. If you just interchange the place of the subject and object of active voice into passive, then you have to add auxiliary verbs wherever it is necessary, just to maintain the tense. Second last is change the verb into past participle form of verb, and that is also explained by me as fundamental rules of transforming active to passive. Here number 3 rule. Okay, add the preposition by. Students, this last rule is also not applicable in all cases. Okay, but in most of the cases we have to add by. Mostly, but not all the time. Okay, now we will